We will put the kids in these suits and make the spring lock snap with the children inside, he continues. Bonnie follows me around and I grab a chair to fight back with. The children's souls would get stuck in these animatronic characters to give them life, he continues. I hit the spring Bonnie with the chair, but it doesn't result in anything. That's why these robots are alive, he continues. Because they are alive. Spring Bonnie grabs my face and squeezes it with his animatronic fabric paw. I think Foxy has the soul of Till inside of him, he says. Spring Bonnie pulls on my face. I know Foxy is Till, he continues. I release my face from his paw so I can run away. That Spring Bonnie animatronic has no soul and soul. He is nothing but an AI, he says. Spring Bonnie grabs a chair and throws it at me and hits me in the head with it. Spring Bonnie is programmed to kill you, he says. Spring Bonnie walks over to the kitchen door. Why is he going to the kitchen door? I programmed him to make sure every last breath is painful and slow, he says. Spring Bonnie continues walking over to the kitchen door for some reason. And Spring Bonnie is going to free a couple of friends, he says. Spring Bonnie grabs a lockpick and picks the kitchen lock. Wait, he's freeing all the animatronics. All I see is a blur, but I can barely see him open the door. And I walk to the bathroom door. I look at the kitchen doorway and see two pairs of lit eyes in the doorway. Bonnie and Chica walk out of the kitchen. I look over at the bathroom and he opens that door as well. I see Freddy's hand peek out the doorway. Spring Bonnie opens the closet and I see Foxy rush out. Then I see them look at me. The reason they're trying to kill you, Henry pauses, is because they're confused, he continues. They are just children who don't remember who killed them, so they hunt them down every adult until they are sure they have had their vengeance, he continues. I close my eyes, then open them. I can see perfectly now. All 5 of the animatronics are in the room looking at me. I limp over to the back room door and open it. I rush inside then close it. Henry is in the room with me. Like my little story, he asks. You're a sick freak, I tell him. You and my father are horrible people. What are you going to do? Get out, he says. How are you going to get out? To be honest, I don't think it's safe in here. I look back and hear the animatronics clawing at the door. I look above Henry and see a window close to the ceiling. How does this feel, I ask. I punch him in the face. He collapses to the ground. I check his pulse and he seems alive. There is nothing here to end him off with, so this will have to do. There is no way he's going to survive with those things out there. I stack supplies and use one of the bricks to break the window. I climb out and walk to my car. Without looking back, I leave the lost souls of the children and head home. I think I've had enough for today. Michael's house, 1978. I lay in my bed to think about what just happened. The children and the animatronics, along with their souls. Is that what my father and Henry would do? I could call the police, but there's no way they could find anything. I also don't want to put anybody in harm's way. It's dangerous in there. I hope the children kill Henry so they can finally rest in peace. I call up my father. It rings for a few minutes. Then he answers. Hey Michael, he says. Hey father, I need to say something, I tell him. Sure, what's up, he says. I think your friend Henry wants you to pay him a little visit at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, I say. What do you mean, he asks. Just pay him a little visit, I tell him. I hang up the phone. I'm going to let the children kill him so they can be free. I just want them to have fun there at all times as robots. William Afton, William's house, 1978. What did Michael mean by just pay him a little visit? I can't imagine all the answers that await me. I can't really tell if I should go back to Freddy's or not. The animatronics might not appreciate it if I show up. I decided to lay back down. I don't know what Michael has been up to. I hear the phone ring. I look at the name of the person who is calling me and it says Henry. I answer the phone. Hello, I said to Henry. Hey William, look, I need a quick favor, he says. What do you need, I ask. Your son came over and messed it all up, he says. Messed what up? And what are those noises, I ask. I can hear banging noises in the background. I am at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, he continues. Why are you there, I ask. I need to do some unfinished business, he says. What do you need, Henry, I ask. I need you to come over here and help me, he says. Should I go there tonight, or can you survive until morning, I ask. You don't have to rescue me, he says. I'll just go out and with those creatures, and then all the mistakes I've ever made, he says. No, don't. I'll be over in a few minutes, I say. I hang up the phone. I guess I'm going to have to go back to free him. I climb in my car and drive the direction Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is in. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, 1978. I enter the Freddy Fazbear's Pizza parking lot. I quickly exit the car and run towards the entrance. I look in through the glass door. I look around for Henry, but I can't see him anywhere. I slowly open the door and turn on my lantern. I walk through the hallways to see if I can find Henry. I walk into the main room and look around. None of the animatronics are on stage. I continue looking around and I don't see any of the animatronics. I think they're all hiding. I can imagine that Henry is in the back room. I knock on the back room door. "Hey Henry, it's me," I tell him. I hear him unlocking the door and he quickly opens it. "Hurry, come on," he says. I walk in and he quickly shuts the door. "Why are you in such a hurry?" I ask. "Bonnie was behind you," he says. "So how are we going to get out?" I ask. "I don't know, that's why I need your help," he says. We look around the room. "How about that window up there?" I tell him. I point to the window at the top of the room. We stack a bunch of boxes and climb them. Henry climbs the boxes and escapes. We almost make it, but I hear the door burst open. I look down and see Foxy run in and he grabs my leg. I pull and try to make my way out, but he swings his hook and cuts open the back of my ankle. I kick out his hand and we make it out. We walk to our cars. "Hey William," says Henry, "look at this." I look in the car and then the empty spring Bonnie suit is laying in the back seat. "I didn't put him here," he says. "I don't want to deal with it right now," I tell him. He climbs into his car and I walk into mine. I start to drive away from the place and I leave for a very long time. So that was chapter 1, Spirits Alike. He had a lot happened in that chapter, just a ton of stuff. That's the longest chapter. Let's move on to chapter 2. Chapter 2. Nightmares Collide. Okay, let's just start off this chapter with a bang. I walk up Point of View Timothy, Circus Baby's Pizza World, 1981. I walk up to my birthday cake. It's almost gone because we've been eating at it for hours. I walk over to the presents. I want to peek inside, but I think I'll get in trouble if I did. I'm just going to enjoy the animatronics. I walk through the party rooms and all of the children. I walk through the long hallway connecting the rooms. I enter the main stage area. There aren't many children there. It's only a couple of us. On the stage is Ballora, Funtime Foxy, Funtime Freddy, and Baby. Ballora is this ballerina animatronic with a purple dress, purple hair, white skin, a bud in her hair, long knee-high ballet shoes, and a cheeky smile. Her eyes are always closed, she never opens them. Funtime Freddy is this white animatronic bear with a purple snout, purple around the eyes, white and purple ears, and a black top hat. He also has this blue bunny puppet named Bon Bon. Funtime Foxy is a white fox animatronic. He has a pink dress and pink hands. He also has pink inside of her ears. She has a white tail with a pink tip. When she's on stage, she seems to move a lot. She does a lot of swinging of the arms and she drops her jaw a lot. Baby is the animatronic girl with red ponytails, a red dress, white metal skin, and cheeky smile, and blue eyes. I want to talk to my dad, so I leave the room for now. Then I walk away and hear noises in the main stage room. I turn around and all of the animatronics are gone. I look around the room but see nothing. The door closes behind me and I hear it lock shut. I try to pull it open but won't budge. "Come here, child," I hear from behind me. I turn around and I see Ballora in a separate room. I don't want to follow it, so I continue trying to pull open the door. "I don't think you're going to open that door anytime soon," I hear Funtime Freddy say. I try to push the door down, but the door won't open. "Hey, Timothy," I hear my mom say from the room the animatronics are in.